Welcome to the Old Fart Podcast, where three middle-aged guys talk about things for no other reason except to have a good time and drink beer. Now sit back and enjoy the next hour of your life because the rest of your day will probably suck. Here are your hosts, Dub, Dame, and Luck.
You're here with the Old Fart Podcast. Speaking of old, look at this hat. Old-fashioned Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin, right there. Unbelievable. And so are the co-hosts. Up top, we got Damon.
Hey, what's going on, people?
And on the bottom to my left, we got Luckadoo.
Guys, have you ever had a day where no matter what goes wrong, you're just feeling on cloud nine? That's me today. Feeling great.
I actually haven't. That's why I'm interested in tuning in for this video. I need to hear how to get what you got.
That's that number one seed energy. That's all.
Yeah, it is.
Been a while. So we got hot takes. That's going to be coming up first. Dame's going to be dropping who played who. And we'll jump in it like a bunch of kangaroos. So, Damo, who you got?
Well, before we get started, want to shout out Mama Mercer. She's in our hearts, thoughts, and prayers as she gets through a successful recovery. Strong woman. Let her get back to on her 2 feet as soon as she can, as quickly as possible, safely as possible. So shout out Mama Mercer.
Yeah, and you got to call her directly, see how she's doing. You contact Dub over here and you get a smart ass comment like, you don't care. What do you want? Yeah, come on, Dub. Why don't you explain that text message earlier?
That's not what I said. Luck comes out of nowhere this morning. I'm getting ready to head over there, and he just texts, "Hey, can you call me? I need something from you." And I'm like, "Who needs something from me when I'm packing up to go give my mom her luggage because she left one of her blankets that she likes in her luggage at the hotel room?" So that's what I was doing. I can't help Luck when I'm helping my mom.
Do we have to lie on the podcast?
No, we're not going to start the lying, but I don't know exactly what happened. I just know I sent a message back thinking Luck was just needing stuff. And he said, listen, no, I was actually curious how your mom's doing, which, hey, it shocked me because, Luck, I mean, asshole before his heart. So I thought it was the a-hole talking.
At 9:00 in the morning.
Well, let's get started.
Now that we're talking about that, one quick second is, I appreciate the entire BYFL reaching out. I'm not gonna, break privacy health codes, but yeah, what my mom has going on, you guys already know, surviving stage 4 cancer was no joke. They had to gut her whole insides out. She's been dealing with that now for 6 years and tons of infections and fevers and things with when you're missing basically the whole stomach. So they had to go back in, do some exploratory surgery because of bleeding. And surgeon here in Madison, Wisconsin at the university, big shout out to him. Great guy. He went in there as far as he could to get ulcers and things out. And he didn't have to make further cuts, which would have made her stay even longer. And it would have absolutely increased. We had to have the tough talks. And I think everyone listening to this pod is older now. And the tough talk is me talking to my mom about like, hey, we're signing these papers. You have a high chance of dying on the table. But thankfully, he didn't have to make that cut. He was able to do what he needed to do without going exploratory. So now she's just recovering, hopefully another day, possibly 2, and then set up the home care in Green Bay. And again, since we're all older, just listen to our messages about everything we're going to talk about in this Old Farts podcast, because it's going to be things like what I'm going through right now. And because no one escapes death. So we'll talk about a lot of great things in other episodes. But thanks again, BYFLers. That's why best league in America, the world, and such great friends. And let's go.
All right. It's just I'm glad you didn't do any. There we go. I'm glad you didn't do anything deep dive. We don't need any HIPAA violations today. All right. So let's start by ripping the Band-Aid off one more time and clap it up for Jason for getting that W. Clap it up for him. Clap it up for him. So good news is he did not finish 0-13. Bad news is he finished 1-12, and he has set a new BYFL record for the worst season in BYFL history.
Clap it up for him.
Just that's fantastic. That's fantastic. He scored 100 points to get himself over the hump and out of the zero winless column. So great for him. Steady.
What
He's probably
happened?
he's enjoying being a professor right now, which is just crazy to say. He's enjoying being a professor right now. Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers, that tag team did him no favors. Defense did him no favors. Aaron Jones got injured. The rest of his team, Cortland Sutton showed up.
Where'd it from?
I'm guessing Favre's team.
Ding, 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 ding.
Since he's injured. I'm guessing Favre's team since he's injured. But yeah, he got a little bit out of Stafford. Nice game out of Chase. Nice game out of Kelsey. That trade did him wonders because I think, Dub, to your point, I think that's what put him over the hump this week, is getting that 15 out of Kelsey instead of having that random tight end in that position and getting 6. So great job, Jason, from fighting until the end, getting that win in the column. Luck, what you got?
To have Lamar Jackson get hurt, and then since he's been back, he has been atrocious, dude. I mean, he has been a terrible player since he has come back from injury, and that killed his team. When you're, was it 3 weeks in a row, 9, maybe 12 points? If Lamar's not scoring any points at all, then Zay Flowers isn't scoring any points, and you're just getting double whammied. His last 4 or 5 weeks has just been really bad for him.
Well, the crazy part is Lamar had 246 passing yards. Zay
and he
Flowers
hasn't even been
6.
playing during that stretch. He had really great matchups. I mean, great matchups.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's how you can tell he's still injured. Doug, what are we going to say?
I was going to say, Steady Mobbin was a wounded animal that needed to get put down. And I am a man who believes in not torturing animals, so I would have had to shoot him in that sense of a wounded animal. I was not going to watch him suffer anymore. So rest in peace, Steady.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a weird way to put it, but okay.
Yeah,
their seasons are now concluded. They did not make the toilet bowl. They will both go into the offseason looking to recoup and just try to prepare for next year a little bit better.
Season 21.
Let's pivot. Let's go from worst to first. Mr. Luck, who's floating on cloud 9. How you feeling about your win over Killer?
Look, that whole Keels voodoo thing that he has going on, getting the other team to score much less than him, it's real. I mean, come Thursday, St. Brown knocked out of the game on the second drive, 0 points. JSN, 2 catches. ETN, if you watched any of that game, they were up well over 14 points, and they were still just launching the ball. They weren't running it at all. It was real, and I felt it all the way down to the end.
We still got 40 from AJ and 31 from Rashee Rice, and I think that's the benefit of having multiple number 1 wide receivers in your lineup every week, is that you're covered. If one goes down or one doesn't have a good game, you're covered. You're getting 70 points from 2 wide receivers minimum every week, and I think that's the best you can ask for. So I see why you're floating on cloud 9. Even Josh Allen had a down game, and you made it through with almost a 20-point win. So I get why you're floating on cloud 9. You got the bye. You avoid the brutal Royal Rumble. I get it, man. I would love to be in your position right now.
What Team Luck is to me, it's going back to his bachelor days where he would line up via phone call
Be careful.
Several girls that he would and the bars he would be at around what time. So he'd go to one bar, that one girl would be there. If that didn't work out, he went to the next and he knew she would be there. So he's just lining it up right now and enjoying again having everything go right in a lineup, even when things go wrong. So well done. I mean, that's the strategy of a young bull.
Well, I was sitting there reading today that St. Brown might go on Thursday. Now that I'm at the first round bye, I'm praying that he just takes the week off.
You don't need him. You don't want to risk re-injury. You
do not need to play on Thursday. Just take the week off. I'll see you week 15.
And Killer still put up a valiant effort, finished 11-2 in the season, gets into the Royal Rumble. I'm pretty sure he's a little upset to miss that bye, but he's still in a great position. He has a great team, loaded, and it's just what can they do with that 1 week Royal Rumble? Let's see what happens.
But he has to step into the Royal Rumble without CMC.
That is true. That is very true. That is very true, and I don't think he has a backup unless Hampton or Benson comes off IR next week, and I'm hoping
They're
they
still
don't.
not CMC.
They're not CMC, but CMC gave him 17. He may get like a 20-point game out of one of them. Hopefully not, but we'll just see how it plays out.
Well,
Let's
kudos to
pivot
him. I'm glad I don't have to see him
into
next week.
let's pivot into another borderline game. Actually, let's go back to the bottom of the barrel. We're gonna go MPM and Burns. MPM got the W. Congratulations to him. Didn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Burns scored enough points. Little segue for earlier to make it to one of the positions of our toilet bowl.
Wow.
Great job from Patrick.
I think we're going to have to let him know that because he might have already checked out. He may not even set his lineup.
We'll get turds to make sure he's on the up and up.
I'm just saying for Dub, if he doesn't claim it, Dub will join toilet bowl.
Nope, you stay in 8th. You get out of here. Stay in 8th. But MPM got a great game from Jared Goff, a decent game from Quinshon Judkins, fantastic game from the Seahawks defense, almost gave him 50 points. That I think carried him, put him over the top. So I know he's happy to get the W, but again, in the grand scheme of things, this game didn't really mean much. Those two guys were either toilet bowl or nothing. Neither had a chance to get into the playoffs. But valiant effort from both of these gentlemen. I love to see everybody fighting till the end.
Yep.
Luck, what you got for that? Anything?
I don't want to.
I'll just say real quick, champ, well done being the champ. It's over. I've been there, and now it's a matter of taking your final moments with Bessie, and we'll come down and get her.
Hopefully, I can come down and get her, and we can take one last cart ride on the beach. We'll record the handoff.
I will say MBM thought he had a shot at going back-to-back, but this is, to the sports reporter's point, the most competitive fantasy football league in the country, and it's just tough to go back-to-back. It hasn't happened for a reason. It's tough to do. It is very tough to do. So let's pivot again, and we're going to pivot back up to a borderline game, a win-or-get-in game.
That's me.
Oh, you already knew King W versus Turd Stubby. Tell me how you feeling, man.
Thankfully, I had a lot going on, as we spoke about earlier, to distract me from the team continuing to fall apart. The team played very average, but I put up a good score considering for me lately. I think I was at 135 with my quarterback getting hurt. Yeah, with my quarterback missing a bunch of time with a broken left hand. Kyron Williams missed a bunch of time. Justin Jefferson has no quarterback. I mean, on and on and on. So just think about just 10 points each for those guys, and everyone else played pretty average except JMO. Easily a 170-point game, get the win, and I'm probably in the playoffs, so that part hurts. Yeah, being from the sidelines, it's a bummer, and losing the Turds is something that's happened a lot in my close to getting the playoffs or in playoff career. So yeah, that's it. We saw it coming. We didn't put it together at the end, and on to next year.
Well, I will say Turds called it out the same thing I was thinking. When St. Brown went down, said, "Oh man, Williams is going off."
Of course.
And he did. He went off. And then not sure what happened after that. I mean, but you got Bucky Irving back. I mean, I thought with him coming back, you were definitely going to score enough points to win that.
Yeah, everybody else.
That Devontae Smith trade. That Devontae Smith trade came back to bite you in the you know what, I'll say.
Yeah, he didn't have a good game, but I looked at my bench and no one on my bench did anything, so I felt good there. The only thing I could have did is, again, I haven't opened up my laptop in literally 2 weeks, so I have no idea what's going on. But if I would have, maybe got lucky, picked someone off the waivers for some gut reason to make a difference. But I threw out the team I had there. I knew Justin Jefferson with another quarterback was going to be iffy. Bucky didn't know. I was going to play either Justin Herbert or Sam Darnold. Darnold played even worse. So, yeah, nothing I could do. So I can live with that, knowing everything I got swirling around me. I put my best foot forward. And I knew it wasn't good. So I'm not going out with excuses or anything. I accepted it weeks ago. My team wasn't championship worthy, but I did a lot of good things. And it's a year where I only made, I think, maybe 2 trades. Yeah, 2 trades all year. So that's pretty good for Dub. 2 trades and still came down to the wire.
That has to be a record for you. Only 2 trades in 1 season. That has to be a record. I need validation on that one. Has to be a record.
And I avoided Luckadoo like the plague. Ask Audie.
Yeah, but I bet you go back and get rid of Jefferson.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask that. So you answered that one, and then
2
Quentin
years in a
Johnson.
row.
Would you still pay 200?
Oh, for Q and
Would
Herbert?
you still pick him off the waivers? Yeah. Would you still pay 200?
I needed a quarterback, so I basically just paid for Herbert. So I needed that, and Q. I mean, he just fell apart big time. So I could have used.
Got a couple wins at the beginning because of them, though.
Yeah, I did.
For sure.
I did. It was worth it at the time. And I wasn't finding a better quarterback off the waivers. Like Herbert would have still been fine if his offensive lineman actually existed. He has 0 offensive linemen. So enough
100%.
about Dub will be back. Turds, he got the win. Is he in the playoffs?
Turds scratched his way into the playoffs.
He is in the playoffs. He's in the big boy tournament.
So he did what he had to do. I mean, he said right away Dub was going to win it, and I had no idea what he was talking about. Obviously, the JMO thing. His team didn't do anything amazing. They just did what they had to do. And because I think he put up, 155? Or no, he put up 170.
He was the highest scorer of the week.
Yeah, his team went off. Yeah, even though he had a couple of players not do well, that's what I meant to say. Because he actually reached out to me via text, not asking about my mom first. No, he might have, but then he said, "Hey, how much do I get for first highest score or whatever?" And I said, "Dude, it goes week 1 through 12, not 13." He goes, his reply was perfect. He goes, "Yeah, that sums up my season." So he got no money.
There's only enough money in the kitty to pay for 12 weeks.
Correct. Yeah, he's good. All right, so we bounced there, and then I guess we'll end on. We'll pivot over to Kurds and Trap, a game that really had no meaning on anything. They were both clearly in the playoffs. Kurds gets a first round bye going in. Trap is in the Royal Rumble, and it's going to be brutal. He put up a great score. He's been putting up great scores. We've talked about him as one of the best teams already that had a good chance to win it. He's in the Royal Rumble. He just has to make it through the Royal Rumble. Jaden might come back for him next week. I hope he doesn't, just for my sake. I hope he has to run out Caleb against Green Bay next week. But his team went all-around team effort. He has some good. His running backs continue to go off. Trey McBride continues to go off. He's doing great with his defensive picks. Kurds, Jordan Love had a fantastic game. Devontae has continued his tear. Derrick Henry is rounding into form. He got a great game out of Alec Pierce, and he still has Joe Burrow on the back burner just in case he needs to plug and play him as a quarterback. So he's looking really good. He's looking really, really good.
You know what killed Dub? And I saw this stat the other day, is that I don't know how many total touchdowns Adams has. It's a lot. He scored a lot of touchdowns. But 75% of his touchdowns are within the 3-yard line.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Red zone. All red zone.
So that's where Kyron is supposed to be scoring.
Correct.
They don't even run the ball. They don't even run the ball in red zone. It's all Devontae, fade routes, out routes, crossers. That's all it is. And he's looking for them every time.
Yep. I did chat with Kurds earlier, and he was pretty bummed. He really wanted to end the season by taking down Trap. Didn't work out for him, but he did. He was trying.
Well, at the end of the day, the game didn't matter, right? They were both in the playoffs, win or lose, no matter how many points they didn't put up. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. So this is just a basic bye week for both of them. Get prepared for the Royal Rumble. Jeff, Wisco, enjoy your bye week. And now we'll pivot into the other win or get in game, which just happens to be yours truly. I got the W. I got my lick back like I said I would last week. I managed to outscore Scully by almost 30. Got into the big boy playoffs. I am definitely the underdog. If you look at all the three other teams that are in there right now, they've been outscoring me by 20 to 30 every week. I just wanted a chance, and I like my chances. I'll take it. But Scully, valiant effort.
Yeah, we're basically hearing everything Dub would have said just 10 minutes ago about. So I feel you, Dame. Congratulations, you won, you got in, and now you get a chance at the shot of a chance, and all that good stuff. And that's something I wish I had. So take my wish and make it come true, please.
I mean, he still wouldn't have won, and I guess I'm just a different manager. But when it comes down to it, to play a Buffalo receiver of any kind, this makes no sense to me at all. And when you got Terry McLaurin, yes, he has been hurt all year, but if he is in the game playing, that's got to be more of upside than any receiver coming out of Buffalo. So for him to make that call was pretty astonishing.
He was going against the Denver defense, and Denver defense all year has been pretty good at shutting down receivers. So I don't blame him for that. And Shakir had 20 points last week. I think he had like 15 the week before. Shakir's been doing pretty good for his team. But to your point, if it was me, I
think Luck's point is Scully's a Patriots fan just like you, Dame, and he's playing a Buffalo Bill, which is a rival. So doesn't make sense.
It don't matter in fantasy football. You got to get them points.
Look, you see this hat? I have CD on my team. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're trying to get the points. It doesn't matter. But no, Scully, me and Scully. So I did look at the record between Scully and I. We were, before going into this game, we were 6-6 all time. We were 1-1 this season, and then we were neck and neck for points scored this season. So we couldn't have been any closer to 500. So it was truly a toss-up going into it. Yeah, truly a toss-up going into it. And I got lucky, and I was able to come out with a W. So I'm excited going into the playoffs. It's just I know I'm the underdog, and I have some decisions to make, and I'll figure it out, and I'll put up my best fight going forward. And but Scully,
I think it was a first this year for two opponents to go at it in the regular season more than twice.
No, I think maybe I don't know.
Maybe. To go 3 times in the regular season, I'm not counting playoffs. Just in the regular season, the BYFL has never lined up that way.
I would want a stat. I would want to look into that because I think I played 3 times before.
No, that's pretty hard to do. I'm gonna look into that.
I think I'm not sure, but I think I played somebody 3 times before. But yeah, that does it for all our matches this week.
Scully, I know you're listening to this, and you did a great job that time you were on being like the stat fact checker. If you could please look into what Luck just brought up. Thank you.
But yeah, that does it for all the matchups this week. Congratulations to Scully and Burns for getting into that toilet bowl. And congratulations to those 6 teams making the playoffs. The other 4 teams. So you got some what do they say?
Hey, let us down lightly, man. We put in a long grind season.
No, I'm just saying you got some recollections to do, some thinking to do as you move into the next season, and we look forward to a great next season. That's all it is.
Well, you 4, I'm hoping you guys. I hope you guys have another league that you can fall back on that at least make you feel a little better.
Yeah, you got some extracurricular activities to fall back on in fantasy football. You got DraftKings and FanDuel. Go do some daily.
You got a 10-man fantasy family league that you're in the playoffs.
I'm not going to talk about other leagues. I'm not going to talk about other leagues that mean nothing to me compared to my heart getting ripped out. And speaking of DraftKings, I would have won big money last night. I put Hunter Henry over 25 yards, which he had. The Giants tight end over 25, which he had, and I had the Patriots winning. So I had plus money. I put 300 on the line, and guess what?
You cashed out.
The state of Wisconsin said I can't gamble on DraftKings, so I would have had to make the quick run up to Ho Chunk Casino, 18 miles out of the city, and I wasn't going to do that when I was already in bed. Being a grown adult, you think I could play on an app with my own money. But anyways, enough about that, Wisconsin. While I got the Capitol behind me, literally, I should walk on the door tomorrow and say, "You owe me $1,000."
There you go. Or just
that's how I feel in South Carolina. You can't do it in South Carolina. I got to drive up across the bridge.
It's like a
some
10-minute drive. That's a 10-minute drive for you, though. You're fine. You're fine. All right, Dub.
All right.
Where we headed next?
Heading on next, we have a new segment that us three are just going to talk about real briefly. And it's called the Triple Fs. So it's faith, family, football is what we're talking about on this segment. And I think for the common man who doesn't tune in much by the way, thank you, common man and woman. Our YouTube views are going up. So appreciate that. And hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share. Also, merch coming out soon. It's going to be better than this, and this is cool. So I'll start off first to kind of kick it off. So it's the Faith Family Football. And so my favorite football team, obviously Green Bay Packers. If I wasn't born in Wisconsin, it would be the Kansas City Chiefs. For college, it's the Wisconsin Badgers. I don't have a second college team. College isn't my go-to like it is for some people on Saturdays. I love watching college. I'm an NFL guy through and through. And then as far as the family, we just had Thanksgiving and up here in Green Bay. Man, I'll have to try to on the next podcast edit some videos and photos in. What a great time. We got a winter wonderland. We had lots of cousins that I haven't seen in years. One from 1997 even. One and a bunch of second cousins that I've never even met just because of the age difference, and I haven't lived in Wisconsin. The house was beautiful that we rented. There was a Thanksgiving blowout. My sister lost her cool. I don't want to go too deep in it, but let's just say she lost her cool. And I know I'm not the only family over the holidays to have that go down. I got messages from a few other friends up in the area where they had some family drama. Some didn't even show up because of it. But yeah, we had a blowout. But thankfully it was quick, fast, and we're not talking right now. Let's just say that. And it's not my fault. Anyways, and then faith, obviously, for me being a man of faith with the Lord Jesus, it's just amazing watching how fast time goes with all my friends. And I'm talking with a lot of the guys, obviously BUFL and outside the BUFL, where I wish the league could be 30 people, just so people could experience the fellowship and friendship on and off the field like we have. It's they brought up a couple other leagues that I've gotten in one this year that they've been around a long time, but they just don't have the connection like we do. And so just always praying for everybody, especially during the holidays. All right. Luck, Dame, who wants to go?
All right. So we're talking about football first. I am from Ohio. Got a lot of different ones to pick from up there, but I'm a Browns fan through and through. Always have been. We suck every year. Our Super Bowl is the draft. I mean, it sucks.
It sucks.
It sucks. But I'm a Ohio State grad, so got the hat on. I like watching college football a little bit more than NFL. Just seems the atmosphere is just so much better. A lot more riding on it. What was the other F's?
Family for the
Yep, family. We were up in Massachusetts this week. We went to go see the wife's family. We haven't been up there in a while. They haven't really got together, but when we come into town, they all come together and see the grandkids and see her. It was pretty good. Normally, there's always a drunken blow up. Every family has it. This year was pretty calm and there was no blow up. So we got out of there as quick as we could before the alcohol set in and it started.
And then the next one could be faith or something the fans who don't know us three, something you want to tell them. That's kind of where the other third F is, because we're kind of talking to people that don't tune in to us and they're new.
People that know me, I'm not super religious. I mean, I do have some faith, but not super religious in that regard. But in regards to us in the brotherhood, I mean, I've never been in a league that has this much dedication that play all the way to the end. We get together for drafts. We talk all the time. We have different communication. We're doing podcasts. We're constantly evolving. I don't know if you can really add just random groups of guys every year and have people drop out and still keep that cohesiveness that we have. And we hang outside. We golf together. Sometimes we ride boats and jet skis together. Doesn't always work out. But at the end of the day, we're family. I love it.
Damo, what you got up there, Chuckles?
I was just laughing at the, you know what I was laughing at? Football. Football, growing up, I was a huge Titans fan because of Eddie George. Then high school years, I started working at FedEx Stadium. And my love for the, at the time, Redskins just kicked in. And I've been a super fan ever since. You can't turn me away from it. So that is where my loyalty resides. College, never really been a college watcher, basketball, football, any of the sorts. But if I see a local DMV college doing well in any sport, I always pull for them. Family-wise, I didn't get a chance to go home for Thanksgiving this year, but definitely talked and communicated with everybody back home. But I did do like a Friendsgiving, and we kind of made it seem like a family down here. So that was wonderful, getting to hang out all day. Some makers, some beers, some good food. Just had a good time.
Nice.
I'll transition that to Faith. I transitioned that one into the BYFL again, and kind of touching on what Luck touched. BYFL has just been great, man. I've been here for 14 years. The camaraderie we have, being able to just talk trash to each other, have fun with each other on a day-to-day basis, the group chat, now, we've transitioned to the podcast. It's just been a fun time, man. I wouldn't trade it for any other league. And honestly, I don't see how we get a new owner in anything less than 5 years. Like, I just don't see how we don't have the same 12 team owners that continue on for the next 5 years and even 10 years. Like, I don't see it. I think we might be set with this core for a little while. There's a little wait list, but I genuinely appreciate you guys. I appreciate the openness and just the way we can communicate with each other and just talk to each other, man. I love it. I genuinely love it.
And that right there ends. 1 second.
I need you to get out the elevator. Get out the elevator. Get out. Why would you go to an elevator right now?
I had to do that because my phone's 12% battery. I got a charger. So that is the segment where fans, faith, family, fantasy, all the good stuff comes in. So now you know more about up 3. All right, what's the next segment? My phone's dying.
I think we're going to move into Guess That Team. And this is something we have not done yet, but I think we just went through like a little emotional, sentimental state, and we need to just get the energy going back and get some fun back into this. So what I'm going to do is I spent some time last night going through the history of the current owner's team names, and I'll apologize to Burns because his wasn't listed on CBS, so I don't remember what his team name was last year. So he'll be the only one to participate, but maybe that'll be the bonus question. If one of you can guess, if you're tied at the end, what his team name was last year, and we'll see if that's the tiebreaker if we get to that point. But I'm going to go through the other 11 owners. Well, I'm going to go through 10 other owners, and I'm just going to throw off some random team names to you guys, and you let me know. Give it a good 3-4 seconds so the crowd can participate. You guys let me know if you can figure out which owner had this team name at some point in their BYFL career. Is that good? We good?
I'm excited. I love games, and obviously I'm not in the playoffs.
So this is all you have. All right, got it. All right, so let's start with, I'll throw a random one out there. I sucks at FF. Tell me who had that team name at once upon a time.
I got a question.
Yes.
Is this all BYFL owners throughout,
Current.
not just
No,
current?
all current owners. All current owners.
Just current owners.
Just current owners. I didn't know any of the other guys, so we're not going to discuss them. I had something else to say, but I'm trying to keep this on PG for the first time.
I know who that is.
Luck, you got any
I think
idea?
I do also.
All right, throw it out there.
I say it's Dame.
I think that might be, at some point in time, I think that might be me.
You guys are both wrong.
Oh,
Dub, you didn't even try. You just threw that out there. Luck, you actually took a guess, so I'll give you the point. This was actually Mr. Trap. He had this team name at once upon a time.
Wow. I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, some of these will be easy. Some of them will be a little harder. Obviously, that was a little tougher one. I'll give you an easy one.
that must have been when he only had 2 kids.
He had 0 kids at that point in life.
Wow. So he had time to change his name.
Yeah, he had plenty of time. So here's another one I'll throw out there. Here's number 2. And Luck is up 1-0. Sorry, I got to keep score. Who had the team name? This is an easy one. Who had the team name Cleveland Steamers?
I know that one.
Since I
That's
went
easy.
first last time, I'll let Luck say it.
That's turds.
I agree.
That's easy. That's easy.
Lob ball.
I do have a random bonus just for you guys later. All right, let's pivot. Who had the team name Super Camming?
I know who that one is. For a fact
That's an
this
easy
time.
one.
Okay. Okay, I'll say this.
That's an easy one.
If I guess it wrong, Luck can have 2
-1
points. If I
point.
guess it right, I get 2 points.
No. You don't get to make the rules. You just get -1 point.
Okay. Killer kills.
I would agree.
That was Killer
I agree
Kills.
with that.
That was Killer Kills.
Well done. Well
1
done.
point. 1. Let's pivot again. Who had the? Oh, this is a tough one. Who had the team name Dead and Gone?
Ooh. Okay, that's got to be an old one.
Yeah,
That's a tough
an old
one.
one.
No, this is a tough one. This is a tough one because I didn't even know this.
And Dame said it's current guys in the league.
Only current guys. Only current guys.
Because my first thought was not a current person, so
it's only
Dead
current
and
guys.
Gone.
Okay.
This is
I
a
take
tough
first
one.
this
I'm not
time.
gonna lie.
Yeah,
This is a tough
yeah,
one.
you go first. Dead and
So this is
Gone.
way back. This is way back. I'm gonna go with Lyles.
Okay. So it's a good choice. Okay, I'll allow it. Dub, what you got?
Dang, that is man of current people.
On this is tough. This one's tough. This one's tough.
I would have to go the current people. I'll go Jason Denzine.
Luck gets a point. It was Mr.
I
Lyles.
wanted-
It was
I
Mr.
was
Lyles. It was Mr. Lyles.
I wanted to say Lyle, so good call, Luck.
I will go with.
So you got to give me a bonus to where I can tie it.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out later. Oh, okay. I got a bonus for you. I'll throw a random one in there now. Actually, no, I'm not gonna throw that in there because
How about if you
everybody
give
knows
me
that.
a bonus if I can guess the year they had it as well?
I don't have that information, so no. Who had? I can't go with either one of you guys', so I'm going to cross out both of you guys' name. So we won't do either one of your team name because obviously, Dub, you know, and Luck, you know all yours. Who had the team name Cheese Nuts?
Oh, I get to go first, so that one I should have. I'll just repeat it. Jason. Dame's connected on mine.
I'm still here on mine. Figure it out.
Yeah, we're going back. Yeah, I think he's right. I'll go with Jason as well.
That's correct. That is 1-1.
Oh, hold on. No, if Luck chooses the same one I pick, I get a bonus. That ain't fair.
You don't make the rules, sir. Relax.
That's why we alternate. You could have chosen Lyles. You didn't.
So here's one. Who has the same? I'll skip that one because I got to figure out a way to word that. Who has basically the same team name? There are 2 teams, actually. Here we go. There are 2 team names that have basically the same team name. One of them just added one word to the front. The other one kept the front and added different words to the end of it.
I will call that a.
This is actually pretty easy, too.
What?
If you think about it, it's actually pretty easy.
What's that haircut called? It's a mullet.
Yeah, party in the front. Oh, no, business in the front, party in the back. And the other one was party in the back.
Business
in the back, party in the front. There you go.
Right, and you said you've cut out Dub and Luck, right?
I cut you guys out because Dub had the same team name the entire time, and Luck, obviously, you know every team name you've had. So I've cut you guys out. Although I will list at the end some of the funnier team names you've had, Luck, because a couple of them I saw, it made me giggle inside just a little bit. So it's not.
I didn't know another team was. I didn't know another team was doing that. So my guess would have to be who's creative enough to do that and keep up with it.
No. Don't even. I'm gonna give you a hint. Don't go creative. These are really simple. Really, really simple.
Well, I know you were doing that for a while, Dame, so I'll take Dame.
It's not me. I'll give you 2 hits. It's not me. It's not me.
Okay, so then I would have to go out of the current owners.
I'll go first.
It's not Scully.
You got 10 seconds.
I'll go with Trap.
Okay.
I go with Trap as well. He would do that.
You guys are both wrong. Scully went from Scully Nation to Evil Scully Nation. So, Dub, you put yourself out of it. MPM went from
Yep.
MPM Dynasty. That shit did not work out his first season. So then he went to MPM Underdogs, and he's been MPM's Underdogs ever since. So you both get that one wrong.
Dang. All right, that was a good
You
game.
almost had it. We're not done yet. I got 2 more. I got 2 more. I got 2 more. I got 3 more. I got 3 more. Who had the team name I'm Better Deal With It?
That would be GB Trap.
Trap?
I want to. I know it's not him. I have to go with Trap.
You guys are both wrong. It was me. My first year in the league, when I had to get
I knew
humbled
that was you.
in fantasy football, that was me. That was me. Well, if you knew, you should have guessed. So you didn't know. So I got 2 more, and then I'll throw out a bonus for you.
I'm trying to set up luck to lose points if he guesses the same as me, and I said it first. I'm trying to play the game.
I got 2 more. I have a bonus for you because you're down 2 right now. So you got to get these 2 right. Actually, I'll give you a chance to get 3, and we'll move on. Actually, yeah. Who had King of the Hill?
Lyles.
Man, that's an old name.
It is an old name. It is from the Wayback Machine.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
You think you know who it is?
He's probably right, but I'll go with Turds.
Lyles.
He did. He absolutely knew who it was. It was Lyles.
And I get bonus points.
I will give you a point.
Yes. That's more than I've gotten the last 3 guesses.
All right, Doug. So it's 4-4. I gave you 2 points.
Yes. Hey,
Only because I feel bad. I feel bad. You've been going through shit. You're in 14 feet of snow in Wisconsin, so you get an extra point. Here's the last one.
I've been coming up with ways to score this.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm not giving you a point. I'm not giving you an extra point. It's 3-4.
I knew it.
Who had Gronky Kong?
Oh, I know that one. There's only one person obsessed with Gronk, and that would be
Killer Kills.
That's Kills.
That is Kills. So right now it's 5.
Yeah, he's obsessed.
It's 5-4, and Dub, I will give you a chance to steal. Actually, no, one more. Who had RG threesome?
I know.
You want to go first? I got it. God, who was it?
Dub, you got to get this right, and I'll give you a chance to steal it.
I want to say one person, but I think it's the other.
He's good looking. That's your hint.
Yeah. That's Dame.
I'm pretty sure
who
it's...
you got? It is Trap.
Was it Trap?
It was Trap.
But we know who Luck thinks.
Trap.
Hey, we know.
The problem is I almost thought that was a name that I had.
He's not wrong. So, all right, I will give... Okay, you both get your own question. Who was Bootleg Crab Legs?
The guy in Ohio State hat.
Shit. That was too easy.
Yeah, that was definitely...
That's what he was obsessed with, Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston.
Okay, so, Luck, I got to throw you a toss-up, too. Who was FU and then FU again? That's it. I can't do any easier than that.
FU and then FU again? Why you keep pointing at yourself? Is it Dub? We tied!
I know who it was.
No, I'm pretty sure you do know who it was. I knew who that was.
Well, I'll say this. Since it was our first game and Lyles gets that one, I think I'll agree with Luck. It was a tie, but man, can we get some better scoring system, because we should be able to do a little better scoring there, boys.
Well, that's your problem, not me. All I do is provide the questions. You provide the answers. You score how you score. It has nothing to do with me. Well,
but
okay. So
since
I
you've
got one more for the tiebreaker. There was one team that had the name of HBK. This is probably one of the tougher ones. Since you guys are tied. Nope, it was just HBK. You don't have to say what it stood for. You just had to say who the owner was.
HBK. HBK, I remember that because it was like humble. H was for humble. BK. I'm
5,
pretty.
4, 3.
I say Dame. Dame.
I'll go with Keels.
All right, we have a winner. It was me. We got a winner. Dub wins 6-5. Great playing, you guys.
Dame, next time don't make me start off on purpose behind Luckadoo and then make a comeback win on them. I mean, the fans saw you.
I didn't do it. I have no control. I will say the funniest one that stood out to me that I have yet to mention was Quinn's QB School for the Blind that goes also to Mr. Luck.
That
was
Luck.
probably the funniest one. Probably one of the funniest ones that I've seen the entire time. So thank you guys for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a good game.
That was a good game. That was a good one. That was a good one. There's a lot we can do at that game. That was a good one.
All right. Well, where do we pivot to wrap it up?
Yeah, we're almost at 55 minutes. So,
and our older crowd is getting tired.
Man, boys, I've been passing out early. These last night and the night before. I'm good. So unless you guys got something on your mind.
Yep. Well, we already talked about who's in the toilet bowl. We'll send that stuff out later. Do we want to throw the rankings out or no?
Yeah. Playoffs.
All right, so we got the playoff rankings. Go and look at the rules on how the playoff rankings happen. It's not based on the power rankings. It's based on total points breakdown and highest points against you. You get rated 1 through 6, just kind of like we've done before. And then the top number gets 1, the bottom number gets 6. So right now, the way it's set is that you got number 1 seed, Luck. Number 2 seed is going to be Trap. Number 3 is Turds. Number 4 is Killer Kills. I'm sorry, Clucker Fucker. Number 5 is Kurds, and number 6 is Suicide Squad. Kurds in the 5 seat, but since he is the second highest division winner, he gets the bye, even though he's sitting down at number 5. So that leaves us with Turds, Kills, Trap, and Suicide Squad in the Rumble. Week 14. It's going to be amazing watching it from the outside.
It's going to be a tough one. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a tough one, but I'm looking forward to it.
And for the first time in BUFL history, one of the bye owners in Kurds has a chance after the bye to play the number 1 seed and Luck.
That's good luck, bad
first
luck.
First time BUFL.
Hey, I talked to him earlier, and he didn't care which way. He's like, I've already taken you down once. So he's flying high. He don't care who he plays. He's ready to go.
No fear. I love it. No fear. He doesn't care. No fear. Once you get to this point in the season,
care.
Anything can happen once you get to this point in the season. So I love it.
Yep. We don't have to worry about Dub's team.
Nope. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, for making it 57 minutes into this podcast, we appreciate it. Every minute you watch is more generated revenue from YouTube to us. Continue to help the rich get richer. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye, folks.